Okay, we're going to start our video on examining our hairs. We just recently bought this microscope, and it's going to plug into the laptop, and then we can see it on the laptop. And I'm going to put my gloves on to handle the hairs. And I have several different animal hairs here. I have deer and hog and raccoon hairs. I have a friend gave me some horse hairs. We're going to check the horse hairs. I have some moss that I collected, some strands of moss that look similar to the hairs. We're going to look at them. And then I have what I believe is a clear hair that I found in with the Bigfoot hairs that I've been finding. And we're going to look at some of these. These are all Bigfoot hairs that I have here. So we're going to look at them. We're here in our laboratory. Alright, so we're going to get set up here, and I'm going to put the gloves on. Also, I'm putting the gloves on to do this video, to pull the hairs out and handle them. Although I'm not really worried about contaminating anything with anything from me, because I'm not sending any of these off to be tested or anything. This is just for examining them myself. But I have learned that from now on when I collect hairs out in the field, I'm going to put the gloves on and use paper envelopes. Put all the hairs in paper envelopes and mark them. That's better than, I found out that's the better method to use than putting them in the Ziploc bags. But if you look at my videos, I was just pulling the hairs off with my bare hands and putting them in the Ziploc bags. But for future trips, I'm going to be using the gloves and the envelopes. Alright, so I'm going to get set up here. Okay, so we're getting set up here. See, I'm going to videotape with this camera, with this phone, and then with my other phone there. So we're going to have a couple of different videos here. Alright, I'm going to actually get everything turned on, and then I'll continue. This thing zooms in to 1,000 times. And I'm new at this. I've never used a microscope before, other than just setting it up yesterday and getting the app set up. And then I watched a couple of videos last night just to kind of familiarize myself with the hairs and looking at them with the microscope. And here where something's been crossing under the fence. I'm collecting some hair samples too while I'm out here if I find hairs on the fence, and study some of the hairs. I'm collecting hog hairs and deer hairs, whatever else I can find. There's hog tracks out here. There's some hair right there. There's hog hair. There's hog tracks right there. Hogs have been crossing it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that hog hair and put it in the bag. Okay, this is a hog hair. One of our Florida wild hogs. There's the root of it. You can come up, see a little bit of damage on it. Okay, I'm going to come on around to the end of it here. Here's the end of it where it splits. Okay, this one is the hog hair. You see how the ends are split there? I'll put the link to this microscope on here too. I bought this through Amazon, and it was only like $22, $25, somewhere right around there. It's not a real expensive one, but this is pretty cool being able to do this and look at these ourselves. So this is the root here, where it was pulled out. So that's the hog hair we're looking at. This end over here is the root. And then you can see this end over here has got the split ends on it. That's probably deer hair. They're probably going in between these two strands of wire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's deer hair right there. That looks like a bobcat track right there. Hogs get a lot of different colors in them, but I'm pretty sure that's deer hair where they're going through the fence right there. And this one looks like it's black, and then it goes into a brownish, to a tan, to a clear, and then comes back around to a brownish and a black again. So let's see what this little clump of hair looks like. Took these hairs off of a barbed wire fence too that was had the hair stuck to the first, the bottom, and then the second strand of barbed wire. And this hair has color variations in it. It's clear. And that has a little color to it. Alright, so it appears to me that these hairs here, and these came from the same area. They're the same area the other ones did. And these have a color variation in them. This hair right here, I can see it with my eyes. That it's got a black and then it's got like a clear spot in the middle. So looking at these, I keep wanting to think I'm either looking at deer hairs or wild hog hairs. But these are neither. Wild hogs, they have some color variations. You'll see some reddish, some brownish, some grays, some black. So let's see what this little clump of hair looks like. And again, some of these are clear. So let me show you what we're looking at here. I showed this a few minutes ago. This one is a hog hair. It's got a root on the end and splits. These over here are not hog. That one has a clear spot in the middle. That one has clear in it. This little tuft of hair here, it's got some brown and some clear and some other colors in it. And again, some of this hair is like a tan color. Some of it looks like it's got a little green in it, and some of it's clear. This is a lot different than I was expecting to find when I was looking at these. There's a clear hair. It's a clear hair right there in the center. And make sure that, I don't know if the camera was recording a minute ago. So I had a couple of clear hairs there side by side. There's a clear hair right there in the center. Right there. There we are. Here's the two clear hairs. side by side. One of them goes into the other colors. It goes into going into a brown and then a black. There's the tip of it, of the one. Okay, here's some hairs I found. So I'm gonna keep these. I'm not sure what kind these are. These are on the bottom two strands. Okay, I got them off. So I'm not real sure what those are. I took this off a barbed wire fence. So I can see it's got some damage to it. So that's got some damage. And it actually looks like it could have been hanging there for a while. It might have some plants starting to grow on it. Some plant life or mold starting to grow on it there. Alright, so let's go to the other end of it. And that end had a root on it and it's damaged. It's got a lot of damage to it. This, I believe, all this here was wild hog. Of course, I took it off the fence. So again, this is what we're looking at. This is the one I just showed, the damage on the root. And this is what I was showing now. Now this hair right here appears to be clear. Wild hogs don't have clear hair. And there's some different colors in here. There's brown and black. There's a clear hair right there. Okay, one thing I see here, like this hair, it's never been cut right there. Okay, I'm back on the clear hair here. Okay, and then here's his black hair. And from what I've been showing of the hog hairs, these are split. These split up different than the hog hairs do here at the end. It looks a little similar, but okay, and that's obviously the root. Okay, and here's the root of a hair. Now this hair has greenish in it. I'm seeing black and green in this one. And then look how they split up at the end. Come back up to this one too. This one, how this one was split. It's kind of wicked looking. And that's definitely different than hog hair. I got video of hog hair that I've been putting on my videos here too. Okay, I believe that's the root of that hair. So that may have mold grown on it from hanging on the fence. I don't think I've had it long enough in the plastic bag to grow any mold on them. At least I don't think so. But this microscope is not a real expensive one. So I think these have some mold growing on them from sitting on the fence for so long. Because I know it had rained a couple of days and at least one night. See, there's the root right there. That looks like the root of the hair on this one. But it had rained like 2 days and a night before I actually went out into here. The next day I went out when it wasn't raining. But look at the camouflage colors in these. I mean, these things would be camouflaged out there in the woods. You got greens, blacks, browns. There we go. Look at the colors in that. It's got a tan in it. Turn that light off of it for a second and see what it...
I don't even know what she's barking at.
This is with the microscope light turned on.
There's nothing out there.
Okay, this is with the microscope light turned on. So that hair's never been cut. So again, this is what we're looking at. This is the one I just showed, the damage on the root. And this is what I was showing now.